I believe our first match is going to be Jonas versus LazerMonkey. And then following that, we're going to have Koryan versus Jake. All right, we should be good now.
Okay.
Fix a few things. Yeah, OBS will do that to you sometimes. I literally just press one little button and it's like, okay, I don't want to work anymore. All right.
Okay. Yeah, so I was blind for a bit, but it seems that we're still underway here. Jonas up by 2 Tetrises now. And LazerMonkey set up, gonna do a little bit of burning there. Jonas with a cleaner stack, opting to build one off the bottom on row 2.
Oh no, hang from Jonas.
Oh no, Jonas hangs with it. He's up by a Tetris, and there's just a slight chase down by LazerMonkey here. Now up just by 1 is Jonas. So just as he clears this garbage out, then he manages to score Tetris, he'll catch up.
Yeah, LazerMonkey probably just wants to bring this down just in case. Take his time here. No reason to make some dirty Tetrises when Jonas tops out like that.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world, so just move it down. Yeah, the game just not giving him the right oriented piece for him to fill in that gap. He's going to be thinking just a bit more. Ooh.
He's not out of the woods just yet here. He needs to...
Yeah.
I said he doesn't want to set up for this dirty, but he almost did.
Okay, now it's giving him some stuff to clear that. Just that one drought of correctly facing pieces led to that. And he's gonna just fill it in. Okay, now he's gonna... Oh, he takes a double. He doesn't go for it.
He's playing it safe. I kind of respect it.
Just in case. He's just gonna line it down. He's down only 7,000 points. And he's in position to do it with Tetris here, so... And then, he does it with a double and then a triple.
There we go. He is good.
No Tetris for LazerMonkey.
All right. So yeah, Jonas tops out with an odd spire there and hung, I believe, a T-piece and was unable to do anything about it, really, because he was having trouble getting to the left. But we can hop right into this next game. That's the beauty of Tetris Effect here.
Yeah, getting to see this format for a tournament. This is the first. I've not commentated on this version before, even though the mechanics are similar and they're familiar to me. So it's nice to see that it all works. And we're best of 5 again?
Best of 3. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I had a brain fart there, but it should be a best of 3.
Okay.
Unless anyone tells me otherwise.
Oh, okay. That works. Their HUDs are set for that anyway, so...
Yeah. And then the next round is best of 5, and versus Greentea is a best of 5.
Gotcha. Okay, so it seems like Jonas is up by 1, ready for another Tetris. And LazerMonkey has Tetris ready. We're neck and neck. Boom, Tetris for Jonas.
I do think Jonas probably is the favorite going into this, just because of previous nice experience, but maybe not so much. Tetris Effect is like, it's really hard to adapt to something different, even like simple visual things. When it's pretty much the same game, but every small subtle difference can be a big difference for someone that's been playing the game for years, you know. So
yeah, like I played it, and it feels like that's Tetris, but yeah, you still have to kind of get used to like where the matrix is on the screen and that sort of thing, and that was actually throwing me off for a bit. It's no fault of the game, it's just that it's on a different
right. Yeah, I'm not trying to in any way, it's not a bash by any means, it's just different. It's you can't truly replicate a NES game, I don't think. And
yeah, you're on a different pad sometimes.
Okay, LazerMonkey now with the best parity here. Yeah, he's gonna get the right pieces at least to fill in the left. He's really gonna want an eyepiece.
He's very dependent right now. He's going to have to skim off the top there.
Fine.
He does there. Burns that triple. And still waiting for that long bar. Ooh, he covers up the well. right when the long bar came. He's going to be digging that back down. Probably do it with a triple if the right piece comes. There it is. It's that triple. Jonas up by a Tetris and a half. Yeah, the other thing about playing this format of the game is they're not relying on commentary or anything for their score differential. They could just see it right there on their screen.
Right. That is kind of nice. That is something that Max Out Club had as well, but now it's in an actual game, which is pretty awesome. The glaring like green text that you're ahead, that's very helpful.
Yeah, it's nice. Now I remember when I first saw Joseph play and he was screen looking like crazy, and it's like, yeah, you kind of have to do that, just to have that information. But now the game is providing it, so we'll see if players are able to adjust, do better with that. Maybe Jonas will be able to acclimate to this version and use that to his advantage.
What's a cool, unique feature of Tetris Effect Connected is the timer of all things. So I've seen some strats from players that press down, like Harry, for example. If you haven't got to watch Harry on play Tetris Effect, I recommend it. He's a great player and streams pretty much every other night. But I've seen he has strats where he presses down for his Tetrises, and when he's ahead by like 150,000 or so, he tops out automatically, and that makes it so the other player only has 2 minutes to get caught up.
Oh,
yeah,
that is an interesting mechanic. Jonas had a couple of misdrops there, and he built a rook. Now he's forced to dig a bit, so that's enabled LazerMonkey to catch up. So LazerMonkey, we're neck and neck, but he's up by just a bit. And Jonas has a dig ahead of him while LazerMonkey's field is nice and clean. And boom, Tetris for LazerMonkey. Into the lead now by a Tetris. Jonas still digging.
Alright. Nice T-piece from Jonas. Probably the best piece in that situation. Hey, interesting hangs. Oh no!
Oh, man. And we're seeing some... Now, those are misdrops that you'd never see Jonas make on this Tetris. So it could be just a peripheral acclimation.
Yeah, it could be some factors like that in play, but it's a different game, and I don't think it's by any means the fault of the game. It's just the way it is, and LazerMonkey takes it 2-0 over Jonas. Okay, so Jake, looks like you took my word for it. He has a keyboard cam here. Let's see.
Oh wow! So yeah, Koryan versus Jake. Both players. Very exciting players to watch in our gold bracket. Now we get to see some more of them play now in this Tetris Effect Connected format, bringing classic Tetris gameplay, which you remember on the NES, into modern formats. And that's something we've never seen before. I never thought I'd see it happen, and especially so fast too. Like, Tetris Effect Connected, it started off as Tetris Effect just a couple of years ago. So the fact that they're able to implement AI into the game and have all these new modes in it within just a span of less than 2 years is amazing to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice keyboard cam there from Jake. You get to see, the tapping crossover. And speaking of Primal Rage, Jake with a gorilla avatar.
Let me try to get more of his hyper tapping into the shot here.
And Koryan, of course, with the gamepad. I remember Koryan was like tweeting about different USB adapters and things like that. So he's found ways to integrate his NES playstyle onto the different formats seamlessly, and it's good to see players finding that.
Oh shoot! Sorry about that.
So you're kind of neck and neck. It's been this way pretty much for most of it so far. Koryan having to do a bit of digging. And this.
Okay.
Him up the top. Koryan, kind of up high, trying to dig back down. Jake ready for a Tetris and to take the lead there. Boom,
Ooh.
Tetris for Jake.
Nice sequence there from Koryan. Pretty much cleaned it up
Yeah,
right away.
he dug down like amazingly well there. Just a testament to his ability to get out of situations.
Okay, Jake needs to fill out the left here. And it's a Tetris.
Now up by a Tetris and a half. Koryan having to burn more lines. Yeah, it's also nice that, here I am commentating this with Tray Vision, like, simulated.
Right.
Like, without us having to throw up, anything extra.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Same piece sets as well, and I think...
same piece sets just off the bat.
Right.
And the great thing about same piece sets is you never have to question whether it was RNG or a drought that caused the outcome.
Right. Also, I think players are kind of picking on the fact that you can kind of screen watch. Screen watching is a huge advantage in Tetris Effect Connected because of you can kind of see when your opponent gets eyepieces and stuff. So I'm curious to see if there's a metagame that evolves around people
waiting
having
it out,
same
right?
piece sets.
Yeah, so you wait to see if they get the long bar.
Yeah, exactly.
And, preview your own long bar drought ending.
If you're good enough at it, you pretty much have an extended piece preview. So,
yeah, I was just talking about how push down points might matter, but with that, like for this version of the game, that might make that not as important.
Yeah, but there are some strategies with pushing down, especially like the timer thing I mentioned.
Right,
it'd be interesting to see that play out.
That's an interesting way. When you just told me about that, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. If you have a player as fast as Harry, like he's like basically the master. He's like might be one of the best players in the world at that, and he can get 2 minutes ahead of you in points.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's a kill move.
It's kind of cool though.
That's cool. No, I think I'm behind that. That's almost like, geez, it's like a stealth way of adding a new mechanic to a game that it's unintended, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but it sounds cool so far.
Yeah.
And it takes skill to do that. You actually have to have skill to get 2 minutes ahead of your opponent.
No, for sure. It's pretty easy to miss drop when you're pushing down a lot on with DAS, because if you miss your skill stop and you press down, if you're trying to get into rhythm, it's actually harder than it seems.
If you're digging for 2 minutes, that's your own fault. But here, we have Jake up by 1 Tetris now. Past 100 lines, so we're headed towards transition. This being the first game of the first match on this matchup. Oh, Jake with a lot of misdropping and cleanup having to do. Oh, and he's not able to get the long bar over. So that's going to top Jake out. And Koryan just a few points behind now. Just needs a fraction of a Tetris to take this one. But just a snowballing misdrop, led to that. And Koryan's going to take that first round.
Almost hit the transition there. Still pretty respectable scores from each player. So just a rough misdrop there from Jake. And we'll see if we can hit that transition getting into this game 2 here.
So game 2, Koryan up by 1. This is just best 2 out of 3, so this is match point. Jake on the keyboard and Koryan on pad. So it is interesting that people who might have been playing on PC for years, who got into, I guess, some of the the CTM and other online scenes would use keyboard. So they might have entered our official events with a pad, and then now they get to use keyboard again. So that's an interesting dynamic to see.
It is interesting. I personally, and I play a lot of Tetris with the keyboard. It's my preferred control, but something about playing NES on a keyboard that maybe it's because of my muscle memory from Guideline, but it doesn't work for me. Because probably because I try to play like it's Guideline or something. I don't know, but if it works for you,
having that separation, it does make a difference. It's like sometimes I play fighting games on an SNES pad and then an arcade stick, but then I would actually play worse on the home version if I didn't play on its native controller.
Right. Yeah, similar. Okay, so both players going back and forth here. Nothing too crazy. 6,000 point lead for Koryan.
Jake having to dump some pieces on the left, but he's starting to fill it in.
Oh yeah, interesting board, or interesting gap. See how he handles this.
Yeah, let's see if he built on top. Yeah, I guess no, he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna dig down.
I think that's the right move. Or oh, okay, there we go. I think he wants to, yeah. Oh, he decides to burn it.
Yeah, he decides to take the triple. So he's, I guess he's trying to clear that off. So that's gonna be, he's putting more weight on top of that stack there. So maybe he's gonna go for, he's got 2 wide there. Yeah, he's gonna build it well on the right, and he does opt to take the row 3. It's risky though. It's super aggressive. He's gonna need some good pieces here.
You see his hyper tapping technique, by the way? He's using 2 fingers to hit one button.
Yeah, actually, that's how I hit arcade buttons. That's interesting. Yeah, you can like they used to call that like hyper flapping. Okay, so Jake opened up as well again. Boom Tetris for Jake on row 3. So definitely aggressive. He finally opens up that left side, and he takes the triple there. So now his board's clean again. But yeah, he was in a dig phase for a while, and then Koryan's been keeping up. He just has half a Tetris ahead now. So Koryan hasn't been banging them down as fast as we're used to seeing him. That's given Jake a chance, even through that dig, to stay in this.
All right, Tetris for Koryan. He is up by about Tetris and a half. Same line count too, so.
So I said earlier hyper flapping. I'm just trying to remember where I had heard that term before. I heard so the reason why it was called in the old arcade game Joust.
Oh yeah.
You would need to push the button really fast to levitate your ostrich.
Yeah.
And they called that super flapping.
Okay.
And that's alternating the 2 fingers. And then I think another game that was used in was track and field back in the classic arcade days. But flapping was, yeah, it's a reference to Joust and having to press the button really fast. So yeah, hyper flapping sounds like a good description for Jake's technique, and you heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
Jake the hyper flapper. I like it. Joust is
I like it.
I love that game, by the way.
Joust is a classic. Yeah.
Okay. Koryan a little high here. It's the long bar.
Yeah, Koryan is up by 1 Tetris now. We're still headed towards 100 lines. There's time. Boom Tetris for Jake. Now neck and neck. Boom Tetris for Koryan. So close game here. Both players having to go through some digs and not super high pace here, but players playing it safe and getting to transition.
Okay. Yeah, I think it almost seems like I was surprised Jake wasn't playing super aggressive in certain situations, just knowing him.
Yeah.
So it could
like
be
he could
just
have gone for the elevated well like ahead of time, but he decided to burn some off. And then he's like, okay, I need to catch up. Let's make some points.
Right. Maybe he's just trying to play a little safer, not being as accustomed to keyboard, for example, or
yeah.
And I respect it.
And I notice Jake plays dynamically. Like he'll adjust on the fly to the situation a lot more than some other players. Some players are dead set on having their well in a certain place, but like just there, Jake
exactly.
did a. He could have gone for the triple, but he saw the long bar in the next queue and tucked that piece over so that the long bar would result in a Tetris instead. Super dynamic gameplay from Jake.
A nice little setup there from Jake. It's Tetris ready. Both players Tetris ready. Koryan first one to get to the long bar.
And yeah, we're headed towards transition. Next couple of Tetrises will get us to level 19 speeds. Jake's gonna open up as well there and transition 19 with a Tetris. Koryan not far behind. He's waiting for the long bar. And there it is. Boom, Tetris for Koryan.
And triple. But
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Boom, Tetris for Koryan on row 2. So he's up by 1. Jake with a little bit of digging to do, nothing too major.
Right. Yep, nice skims. Looking to fill in that gap there, and he has Tetris ready.
Jake was playing a little aggressive there, getting a little bit high, but the long bar came at the right time. And we're neck and neck.
It seems like Koryan is slightly behind on this sequence, so you kind of can see him handle the same issues that Jake has to handle.
Yeah, there's like a 4-line difference. Jake just a little bit faster. Okay, Jake hung a square there, so we'll see if that affects him.
Okay.
He's gonna have to burn down the right
nice.
side. Yeah, he was able to get that over. He's gonna have to do some burning, and that's gonna allow Koryan to jump in the lead here with that Tetris. And Koryan is super clean right now, so he's gonna be able to score a couple of Tetrises once his long bars come. He's got to take the triple. So defensive moves there by Koryan, taking 2 triples, keeping his stack low. Boom!
Nice.
Koryan got Tetris.
Great stacking
into
from
a
Koryan.
substantial lead. Two Tetrises up now. So he's able to do that by a mix of playing safe and then scoring when he can. So taking those 2 triples was probably the right thing to do, especially since he's actually ahead.
Okay, Jake was caught in that burn for quite a while. He's looking for this row of 1 up to kind of find his way back here, because the runway is getting shorter and shorter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on level 24 now, so time's running out. We're neck and neck though. Jake was able to deal some score there. He set up for a T-spin.
Oh, Koryan in trouble. Oh, he's good. He gets to the left.
Nice burns, flat burning from Koryan there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough dig, but he's dealing with it.
Oh, this is shaping up to be really close, because Koryan now running into the issues that Jake was running into. I think Jake can probably get caught up here. We'll see, especially if he gets this Tetris here, 1 row up. Nice.
But amazing survival skills by Koryan. Like, that was critical there. He almost, like any other player might have topped out there, but Koryan stuck with it.
And knowing they have the same piece sets this close at this point in the game, they're going to have the same scoring opportunities. So since it is so neck and neck, it's really going to...
Yeah, the long bar count is kind of even up their scores. So that's another thing that's nice to see, is that there's no difference in score based on how many long bars you get.
Exactly.
And boom, Koryan got a Tetris. And slightly now, only up by half a Tetris. Jake with some cleaning up need to be done. Ooh.
Oh.
Really get that long bar. He's going to need another one.
Oh,
there it is. He gets it anyway.
Koryan in trouble.
Right.
Oh, he missed the spin.
Oh, no. Both players topping out at the same time, but Jake with that clutch center well, super elevated Tetris, barely banged that one down, allowed him to take the lead and taking that game.
that was a pretty cool finish. He, especially after missing that first long bar, we thought it was over, but it was actually that Tetris up high there, or that I think those 2 or 3 rows that won him the game.
He was in danger and still formed a center well. So yeah, we're up. So it's 1-1 now, and this is still match point. It's come to a decider for this, even though it's a best 2 out of 3 format. But yeah, that was a great match there. Just seeing the survival skills by both players really. Driving it to thrilling conclusion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always what I want to see, is the kill screen games. So
yeah.
Sometimes I think of 28 as kill screen because you're just playing so aggressive for those Tetrises anyways.
Yeah. The other thing is, both players, like when you watch the players play in the CTWC, you're not really sure for sure if they're completely aware of what the other player is doing. It's up to them to screen look or listen to the commentary or whatever methods that they have. But in this version, they are absolutely aware of what's going on the other side.
Yeah. So they can make adjustments like real time, which is nice.
Yeah. Whether or not it's score or them being on the verge of topping out, that is crucial information for this kind of score attack battle.
Yeah, 100%. Koryan off with a nice start here. Almost
Koryan having a lead, like a 3 Tetris lead at this point. And Jake building the wells wherever they may form, showing that dynamic playstyle.
Yeah, actually, there's some good skims here. Okay, so Jake's able to open up that column too.
And boom, Tetris for Jake. And let's see if he builds a left well here. Yes, he does. But yeah, Jake definitely open to building the Tetris well wherever it may be.
Yeah, I think building left well there was smart, considering he's no rows up or anything, and was pretty low to his board there.
Yeah, and he just transfers it right over to the right cleanly, and starts catching back up the score. High bar.
That was a good, speaking of dynamic play, setting up that eye tuck.
He saw opportunity for the eye tuck.
As chat would like to call either a Vitz or a moo thing. I prefer the moo thing personally, but I might bother some people by saying that.
Koryan playing up high, having to do some burns, but nothing too hairy yet. He's got a nice too wide open for safety. Jake looking for T-spin, uses it to clear. Koryan's still up by 80,000 points. Boom Tetris for Jake. And boom Tetris for Koryan. So Jake's got some work to do, but playfield's in great shape. Koryan now having to dig a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Jake to get caught up here.
Yeah, Koryan built sort of like I think he misflipped and it caused the structure. He's gonna have to burn that down now. So yeah, Jake can catch up with this. Built a center well up 4 high. Playing off playfield is going to be dirty.
Jake's scream stuttering there for a second.
He misdropped the block. So that's going to put him into trouble. He's going to need to stick something over there. Ooh, barely getting that eye bar over.
Oh, nice adjustment.
Yeah, very nice adjustment there. And Koryan has since dug out. So Koryan's in good position to score. Now Jake's the one in dig mode again. I don't think he's going to be able to get a long bow. Right?
No.
And that's going to top Jake out, and Koryan takes this match.
GG Koryan. Yeah, some pretty good games there. Unfortunate placements there in the game 3 from Jake to top out.
Yeah, but that game 2 was pretty exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
And, that's a good example of what to see between two top-level players on NES Tetris on Tetris Effect Connected. Classic battle mode.
Yeah, awesome. So that means we're going to have Koryan versus Laser. I think Laser is the underdog here, but we'll see what he can do. Like I said, he's been practicing a lot, playing a lot of Tetris Effect. So let's see how he handles it here. So we're getting LazerMonkey and Koryan set up here. Winner plays Greentea, and huge thanks to Enhance and Xbox for making this happen.
Enhance being the developers of Tetris Effect Connected.
Yeah, me and Chris had the pleasure of talking with them in a group chat, I think a few days back, and they're pretty awesome. Like you can tell that they have the drive to make this a great game.
They love Tetris, and I could just tell, like, just from if you look at Tetsuya Mizuguchi, who's he's the head of Enhance, his progression through the industry and the kinds of games that he developed. He was obviously inspired by Tetris and with Lumines, and has a love for that genre of game. So seeing like his dream game like sort of come together from all this, and also for fans of Tetris, like I couldn't have thought of a better way to have it all come together, or where you have someone who has a love for that genre being able to contribute to a game in a new way, and just seeing everybody participate in it, and even other figures in the classic Tetris community and the modern Tetris community seeing their versions of the game represented like so well. Like
right.
You have a guideline players excited, and even a long time ago I used to work at BPS, a Tetris company, and I remember Hank Rogers, who's the one who brought the Tetris franchise over officially from the Soviet Union to officially license it for Japan and then later the rest of the world. He always wanted to have a Tetris game that had these sort of I don't know how to say it, these vibes, just being able to relax and bring the world together with Tetris, and have a more beautiful planet, and many other themes that I see in Tetris Effect. And now with Tetris Effect Connected, it's bringing people together. So just seeing all these people, from Alexei to Hank to Tetsuya Mizuguchi to Mark McDonald, all these people having, like, building this dream game for all of us, the players, is really inspiring to see. So having that perspective is a real honor and joy for me. Knowing all of that legacy and all of that history and being involved in Tetris. Back from when I was an NWC competitor back as a kid for the Nintendo World Championships, playing Tetris. So from there to now, seeing classic Tetris being played by a new generation of players, and then Tetris Effect Connected bringing that all together. Wow, just so happy with this, how things have happened, and Tetris is in the best state it's ever been in. And a big thanks and shout outs to the Tetris company for being the custodian and steward and bringing Tetris into the future with a brand that we all know and love. So big shout outs to Tetris company as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I also want to touch on that point. You said Tetris has been the best state that it's ever been in, and I couldn't agree more. Just in all the communities around, CTWC is online this year has been so awesome, considering the circumstances and bringing so many players together, as well as Modern has had a great year. So it's great to be a Tetris fan.
I know. I can't believe it's been just such a huge span of history, and getting to see new people enjoy the game like it never has been before. And now we've got LazerMonkey versus Koryan, and since we're in sort of like the finals situation, it's 3 out of 5 now. And boom, Tetris for LazerMonkey taking first blood here. Koryan ready for his. Waiting for, the thing about St. P sets is that if you're in a drought and your opponent makes a Tetris and you have a similar pace and dropping your pieces, then the long bar might come. So
yeah,
that's something that a strategy, or at least a form of prediction, is now available.
Yeah, that is something to think about. Like, you can almost force it too. You could try to burn a few singles in the beginning, or place extra low, and you could get that extended piece preview.
Yeah, you might have an opener where you just make 5 singles or something,
and
then
interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to commentate strange matches that may involve that, or doing the 2-minute thing, where Harry might pull into a huge 4-gap lead and then amass victories that way. And you said you've seen matches where he does that, so yeah.
Yeah, I saw him playing against Trey Harrison, where he employed that.
I didn't know Trey Harrison was a victim of that. Shout out to Trey Harrison.
Yeah, shout out to Trey.
And here, Koryan's got a bit of a lead. 2 Tetrises now. LazerMonkey having to dig down a bit.
Yeah, Laser went through that pretty quickly. Has a great board right now, and it's a long bar.
And LazerMonkey's in good shape now. Koryan stacked up high, but with that nice 2 wide is able to get out of anything. Boom, Tetris for Koryan. 2 Tetris lead, 3 Tetris lead now. And since LazerMonkey was skimming off the top there, he's only able to use 1 of those. Catches back up just a bit. But yeah, Koryan's going to take a commanding lead with that now.
And I was just trying to kind of take a peek and see who's behind here. So LazerMonkey is behind on the piece sequence. I'm curious if he will use any screen watching to his advantage.
Yeah, just a 2-line difference now. Koryan opting to take a triple there. Both players doing some skims and stuff. There is a drought meter in the game per se, but you can't see it currently. But it does note the longest drought at the end of a match.
Right. Oh, Koryan in trouble. All of a sudden.
Koryan with the rapid just top out there. He's still ahead by 2 Tetrises, so LazerMonkey is in a chase down situation.
Yeah.
That's too far to go when you set up.
Okay, that first Tetris still down by 54,000.
Yeah. He's in good position.
And
here he'll take the triple.
This final between these two is a little less brutal. It is a best of 5, so Koryan can afford to give up a game. Doesn't want to, but it's not as substantial.
Yeah. And boom, Tetris for Laser, and he just needs that double do it. Almost 366 points now, and there it is.
There it is.
That's with the double. Yep.
Laser taking the first point.
And yeah, the game takes care of determining, like, topping out and all that stuff because of the timer. A little auto timeout eventually, so you don't have too many Ben Mullen situations where the player's playing for too long afterwards. Same placements. Clontris, yep, they're putting them exactly the same place. Okay, there we go. They finally diverged.
It's funny you say that. There's sometimes I try to mimic my opponent just to see what happens.
Just to troll them. I wonder if that's possible. If you have a player who's just really good at mimicking, if you can just have them just follow up by their opponent by a few frames.
Maybe that's a newbie strategy. If you don't know how to play very well, just do what your opponent does.
Yeah. And then when they misdrop, it's like, oh, okay, well, I better divert now. Or what if they had a future mode might be like a 2-field mind meld where you get like extra team points for doing things in synchronicity.
That would be interesting. I guess with this canvas in place, stuff like that isn't too far-fetched.
Yeah, there's some people who do little art pieces with Tetris and things like that. They can try to use the mode to do interesting, funny things.
Right.
I think Koryan has like 1 push down point.
Oh, does he? Oh.
I
think Koryan doesn't want us to let Laser know here.
I think he heard, and then he just did another drop. It's not 1 anymore. And LazerMonkey having to do a bunch of digging here. The Koryan is in excellent shape and in the lead now. LazerMonkey being up by 1 game, so can afford to kind of take this leisurely.
Yeah, absolutely. Although he is behind by nearly 100,000 points, so...
Yeah, Koryan's up by a lot.
And you're not up against just anybody. You're up against Koryan. You're going to want to keep up.
Yeah, although, interestingly enough, we're in our, like, 3rd match watching this, and, like, I think we've only seen 1 transition game so far, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, a lot of 18 top outs. Oh, okay, nice spin.
Yeah, nice spin. And yeah, nice skimming from Laser there to stay in this. Yeah, Koryan's lead's getting bigger. 113,000 points to Jake's. Well, actually, it's not. The score differential is actually 111,000, so he's up by that much. See, I don't have to give score differential in relation to actual score anymore, thanks to this game. So thanks, Enhance, for putting that nice green score up here.
It does make things easier. You used to have to do the math.
Yeah. And Jake, yeah, building up high. He's gonna have to skim that off. He does. Gets the right pieces to do it. Nice. Even after he gets out of this, he's gonna have some long bar dependencies. Koryan's in really great shape here, just waiting for a long bar. Doesn't come. He has to cover as well, but it's open again pretty much soon. And yeah, just LazerMonkey having to clear down. Just having so many dependencies on L's and J's there.
Yeah,
it's really put a cycle on his score.
See if he gets sturdy with it here.
Yeah, I mixed up the names, chat. Sorry about that. Laser Jake. I guess I'll be in you.
I was doing that with. Oh, speaking of, sorry to stop there, but I feel LazerMonkey almost had a rough top out there with that vertical eye placement.
Yeah, the long bar, yeah, almost spiked him there.
Looks like he's going to clean it up just fine, but I was calling him Philip Monkey during the group stages on accident because his name is Philip.
Ah.
Okay. So both players clean after some gymnastics.
Yep. Koryan with a huge lead now, 200,000 points up.
You know what we could see here is the timer strat. I don't know if I encourage it. It's almost like bad manners.
Well, I guess we'll see how this plays out because 226,000 points. I mean, they both have like the same amount of lines, so if they both play to kill screen, that's not 2 minutes long. But yeah, in order to get a 2-minute lead, you'd really have to push down all the time. That would probably matter more on lower levels, I would imagine. But since we mostly play with 18, it's probably not too much of a factor. Okay, we're about to hit transition here. Laser's going to do it with a single. And Koryan also hitting level 19. Still maintaining 200,000 point lead. So Laser's been keeping up. Like, the point differential hasn't actually gotten bigger in a while. So Koryan slowed down, and we'll see if Laser can change the momentum here. He's got a super clean playfield now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play very aggressive to break this. I think Koryan probably knows about this as well. We'll see if he tries
he might be
safe.
playing more safer and just keeping his playfield more maintained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laser getting aggressive.
Okay.
Ooh. He needs to fill out that left, and he's not able to.
Oh, man. Oh, he gets over.
Ooh, look at the Tetris.
Oh, another long bar.
I don't know how he's going to fill out that left. We'll see. He might be able to if he can burn down that left. Ooh, barely got it over, but it wasn't burning. Any line cleared. It's
he
a
almost got
desperate
bailed
situation.
there.
He's not able to get out of it. But yeah, that was the situation where he couldn't fill in the left, and even though he was able to knock down the Tetris, it just you just can't even out your playfield fast enough. But good survival skills still by Laser. And yeah, we're 1-1. And I guess players are getting ready there.
Yeah, we're seeing if we can get some volume change here, but if it's an issue, we'll have to just keep going. Might be able to figure something else out. Okay. So once they get the go-ahead, they're going to go into their next game. But we're tied up 1-1.
Crowd's asking for a countdown, so I'll try to do that.
Oh yeah, you got to be watching. There we go.
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Nice.
So once again, similar placements, but Koryan with a 5th piece, now having variation on their builds. These are monkeys set up for a tuck. He gets what he was waiting for. Koryan now up by 1 Tetris, but Laser stacked up high. A bit dependent early, but he's going to be able to skim that off. All right. Boom, Tetris for Laser.
And another one.
Pretty much getting evened out now. Koryan just ahead by almost a Tetris. And Koryan with a little bit of interesting garbage to clear. Clears it away with a triple. Give up some points. So if Jake executes on the long bars in more efficient manner, he might jump into the lead.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I said Jake again. What's wrong with me?
I just got that. I was confused for a second. It's also late for me, so I almost went with it. I almost mentioned Jake too. But,
why am I talking about Jake? Yeah, I'm being haunted. It's crazy. I'm just too excited about Tetris. It's connecting too much. Too much connected. And then people are going to turn this into a meme and I'll never be able to live it down. Oh well.
Just embrace
Win
it.
some, you lose some. But Koryan now just super clean build, neck and neck scores. This could be a good match. So we're not seeing a lot of digging. Laser up into the lead. And is that Laser trying to go for an high bar slide? No, he's gonna use the box to clear that out. Nice spin.
Yeah, I don't think that one was intentional, but
And
he got some
another box
squares to help him out there.
Yeah. Good box tucks there. And Koryan back to a slight lead. Still pretty much neck and neck. All right, guys, let's go. Let's see this get to transitioning.
Max out.
Yeah. Because now they're pretty much warmed up. They're not doing much digging, and their pace is good.
We can kind of restart our milestones in Tetris Effect. So we've yet to have a Tetris Effect double max out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, even in terms of CTWC history with Tetris Effect, I think we're going to be having these more into the future. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it seems like everyone in both the CTWC community and Enhance and whatnot, they're welcome to having more tournaments, and we'll see what spruces up, even from just community members that are probably looking to host their own events. I'm sure it could blow up.
And yeah, more modern players getting into it. Some of those names are going to carry an audience with it.
Yeah, some of the modern players are doing a pretty good job of transferring their skills over to Classic through Tetris Effect, and vice versa. I think a lot of the NES players, from what I've seen, are also very good at Guideline.
Yeah, and a lot of Guideline players who might not have even considered it before, just having it there, right? Like the accessibility and convenience of maybe one day they'll just turn it on and say, maybe I'll try Classic.
Yeah,
and they'll find out they're really good at it.
Exactly. And, the fact that it's like literally 2 clicks away, it's pretty inviting.
Yeah, and then can you imagine next year? We had this huge wave of younger players, hyper tappers, and what have you come into the scene. What if we start getting a new generation of players, that come from Tetris Effect? That's a possibility.
Yeah, I for sure see that happening. Whether it happens quickly or over time, it'll be exciting to see how this game evolves as a community further.
Koryan now with a slight lead, 2 Tetrises up. Laser about to fire back though. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of digging, so it must just be efficiency on Koryan's part. Both Tetris for Laser.
Okay, we're about to approach transition. Koryan's been maintaining that about 60k lead for quite a while now. We'll see if he is able to use it to his advantage.
And yeah, about to hit it. Okay. So Laser takes the conservative move of the triple instead of going for the Tetris there. Oh, missed shift on that.
Okay. At least he got his eyepiece right away.
Yeah. Gave him good pieces to dig out too, so he's not down for too long. Koryan's lead growing to 100,000. Laser's in okay shape though. And Koryan with another Tetris, now up by 120,000 points.
Yeah, he's only getting further and further ahead. So I think LazerMonkey is aware of this, and yeah, he's looking to clean up, get Tetris ready. He might even play a little more aggressive than usual, knowing that your opponent's Koryan. There are some players that, you know, you might try to wait for.
Ooh.
Yeah, not able to get to the
And
far left.
on that. So
GG Koryan.
Yeah, Koryan, just consistently pulling ahead. It started off really neck and neck. I have no other way to say it. It started off really closely matched up until like maybe 100 lines, and then Koryan just started pulling away, and then Laser bit shifting on that. But we still got one more game, so match point here. Koryan up by 2. This is for an Xbox and the rights to go against our final boss, Greentea.
Yeah, and once again, ooh, I need to drink some water. My voice is getting a little froggy. But yeah, once again, I'm hoping to see a great game from Greentea, especially after his zone battle performance.
And yeah, to be able to keep, I don't know, competitively viable at multiple versions of a game and work on a game, that's a lot to do.
Yeah, it's not easy. Not easy. Yeah, being a game developer, there's a lot of things working, a lot of moving parts. So it takes a lot of time and effort, and I think we've got a pretty great game as a result of it.
So Laser built up high there and was able to bang down a couple of Tetrises really efficiently. Koryan's still in the lead though. Yeah, I guess these extra burns from Laser are causing that. Koryan's been pretty solid just this whole round. Okay, there you go. Basically neck and neck now. Laser taking a triple into a Tetris. Now in the lead by 12,000 points. Koryan now having to do some burns, so this is Laser's chance to keep up and or take the lead now and grow it. Takes a triple, and is Tetris ready again, as is Koryan.
Yeah, both players Tetris ready. Seems like LazerMonkey's a little bit in the future.
Yeah.
But very close game. I think the last 2 games, Koryan's been able to garner a pretty large lead, so it's got to be a relief to be within a Tetris distance.
Yeah, and Koryan's playfield isn't as in good shape as Laser's, so Laser can pull into the lead now, and he does with that Tetris there. Boom, Tetris for Laser.
Tetris for Koryan.
Tetris for Koryan. This seems to be getting Tetris ready right when the long bar comes, so good pacing on Koryan to always keep his playfield open. Boom, Tetris for Koryan again, and yeah, just they're trading back and forth now.
I like, speaking of these avatars, I like LazerMonkey's avatar in the bottom left, just the shaking human. I find that enjoyable.
Yeah, I noticed
personally.
some of them are just kind of static, but some of them animate. I wonder if there's something to that.
I think you gotta unlock the special ones, you know? Like, Koryan's is shooting a magical fireball of some sort, some sorcery, whereas LazerMonkey is just a normal shaking human.
Yeah, so, not giving anything away, I kind of have a hint that Enhance is working on more avatars, so keep looking forward to that and see what they come up with for avatars in the future.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we're neck and neck score-wise.
Yeah, looks like they're just trading leads. LazerMonkey does have an extra 10 lines cleared, something to consider in a match this close. He's gonna have to do some
Could
burning
be
up top.
trouble. He's
So
gonna have to dig down.
yeah.
Okay, looks like he's got a handle on it. Nice. Yeah, those are all the right moves there. And dig back down. And he's clear. And we're still neck and neck on score. Koryan had a couple of burns too to give, so as we head towards line 100, they're both scoring again. Nice way to clear that from Koryan. There's a bunch of different ways that could be solved, but Koryan did it in a way that let him hold the center well out of that.
Yeah, then he had some nice follow-up tucks to properly build that right tower. And
Boom,
Tetris.
center well put with Koryan. Yeah, nice. Let's see if he transfers that well back over to the right. Meanwhile, Laser has jumped into the lead. Now up by 2 Tetrises. As we approach transition with the next couple of line clears. Laser's field looking good. And he's going to do it with a double.
Okay. Pretty good lead going in transition for LazerMonkey, although he still is ahead on lines. So
yeah,
it's actually
this
very
is probably
close.
the most lines I've seen someone ahead in this thus far. Like that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like almost 20 lines ahead.
It's a pretty close match. We'll see if Koryan
Yeah,
can get a clean
match
transition.
closer than the numbers.
Oh.
Ibar spin by
Yeah.
Koryan.
Still a little hairy here, considering.
Do that too much, but it's good to see.
Okay, up high for Koryan.
Yeah, he's trying to dig back down. So yeah, this is Laser's chance to grow that lead now. Yeah, Koryan's gonna have. Oh man, that's not gonna be drivable. So Laser takes, and now we've got a decider.
Yeah, a best of 5 decider between LazerMonkey and Koryan. Koryan, he was trying to take those burns to clean it up before transition, but even after that long bar spin, which I think he was just trying to skim as quickly as possible, and was having trouble doing so.
So yeah, this is a decider in a best of 5 match, and yeah, this is for the Xbox and the right to face Greentea as our final boss.
All right,
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
As your voice goes into the black void behind the grid there.
Oh yeah,
right.
I do like all the different backgrounds and stuff, and even though you might not be hearing it now, this mode, this classic score attack mode has its own soundtrack, and it's something I noticed that probably no one else did. Maybe not, it wasn't even intended, but the backbeat that they use for that mode, the classic mode, is very reminiscent of the overlaid music that the Nintendo World Championships used when we were fighting in Tetris. Because they would have their own soundtrack that they would play. It would go doom, 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 doom.
Oh, right.
When I heard that, I'm like, well, they kind of took the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies and then they mixed it with this backbeat, and it reminded me of that. And I'm like, is it even possible? Maybe, or is it a coincidence? That kind of reminded me of that. So, yeah, that soundtrack is really excellent for a classic battle.
Yeah, very cool. Right away, I really fell in love with the soundtrack, but yeah, Laser in trouble.
Looking like Swiss cheese. This is like type B level of digging that he's gonna have to do here, and he's doing it. Digging it down. Yeah, you never want to let it get up that high, because then it'd just be one block or one frame off from having something hang.
Right.
But Laser showing, just great digging skills, getting out of that. Meanwhile, Koryan nice and clean, up by half of the Tetris now by Tetris and change. So Laser still managing to not get too far behind through that big dig.
He is a little bit ahead in lines once again, probably because of that high digging. And
yeah.
So Koryan does have a pretty decent lead, but it's still early on. It's only 50 lines into the game, so if LazerMonkey plays efficient, there's a good chance he'll get caught up here.
Yep, and looking good now. He's clear. Ooh, just covered up the well before the long bar came. And boom, Tetris for Laser.
Nice.
So he's down by 90,000 points, so he's got work to do. Koryan playing a really clean game here, super efficient. Banging down another Tetris, now up by 110,000 points.
Yeah, Koryan's been doing pretty good on these 18 phases most of the time. It seems like most of the games Phillips had to get caught up in the post-transition or something like that, so yeah, Koryan looking extra clean today.
Yeah, especially this game. This game's been the cleanest.
Yeah, Koryan is on max out pace.
And Laser finally getting back some momentum. Now consistently clearing those Tetrises. Hasn't had to dig in a while, so let's see if this passes on as we head towards 100 lines. Boom, Tetris for Laser. Koryan stacked up high. He's going to need to burn that down. He didn't have the 2 white set up, but he gets the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Koryan. And Tetris Koryan again. Laser building up a spire in the middle. Getting a bunch of Z's in a row, just not having anywhere else for them to go.
Finally able to fill out that left a little bit. Has the peg there, as I like to call it, where you might want a T piece or an I piece.
Yeah.
But there we go, gets the eyepiece and able to burn it out there.
Yeah, it's all scary being jagged like that, and then being up high, you have to be dependent on a couple of different pieces to get you out of it, but he did.
But while this is going on, Koryan isn't slowing down.
Yeah, Koryan really widening the score gap here at 154,000 points now, so Laser's got some money, some catching up to do.
Yeah, he's Koryan's bringing it today, and showing that his Tetris Effect practice is paying off. It's looking like he's playing Ness right now, and if Koryan's playing Ness, there's a good chance he is going to be bringing it. As we saw him play against Dog. Oh, Laser.
Yeah, he needs that long bar really badly right now. Okay, he got the right pieces to do the skim. Okay, he's gonna burn that triple and be Tetris ready.
Nice.
And
nice.
Good, he got that done in time for transition too. So.
Oh yeah.
Saw that and opted to play it safe. Didn't play too aggressive there. And he'll go and Tetris for the single. Boom, Tetris for Laser. Now level 19, Koryan will be going to level 19 with this triple.
Yeah, Laser behind by nearly 200,000 points, and I think he knows he's going to have to. When you're behind by this much against somebody of Koryan's caliber, you just have to go pedal to the metal. I mean, some players like to play safe and hope their opponent tops out, but Koryan is likely not going to top out and take advantage of this situation.
Yeah, he's in a great position now. He can actually afford, I mean, that's part of the strategy, right? Is if you know you're ahead, you can play safe. So he might get into less bad situations if he just burns singles like he's doing now.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem like he's doing anything too crazy. And even with that, he's still... LazerMonkey actually able to close it a little bit, but yeah, still has a 130,000 point lead.
And Koryan just doing some singles there to not have to be in danger of topping out. Laser's got a good play field now.
Yeah, he's actually making it work.
Yeah.
Koryan is pursuing that safe strategy, which is a pretty good idea considering, you know, that we're pretty much a new system here. But you know, Laser's making it work slowly.
Yeah,
but
he's
surely.
maximizing now. Yeah. Yeah, certain players can really turn it on, kind of like on a whim. So if he's got that ability, it looks like he's doing a lot better now.
Yeah, it's It's only a 60,000 point game now.
Yeah, that's just 2 Tetrises. Boom, Tetris for Laser.
And Koryan had a bad misdrop.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be able to get anything over to the left.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, Laser's in position here. He's got, like, 3 levels to do it. He only needs 1 Tetris. So this could be Laser's game to take. Koryan was so far ahead.
Yep, he's only down by 10,000. It's level 26. He's got plenty of runway. It's just,
yeah,
as long as he doesn't run into any huge misdrops. Just 1 single.
Yep.
And there it is. LazerMonkey takes it, wins the Xbox.
What a comeback. Down 200,000 points. And Koryan playing well, and then just having an early top out. Well, what we'd call an early top out for Koryan, I guess. So suddenly, and then just almost the chase down. Since Koryan was only scoring singles for a while, yeah, that allowed Laser to catch up. So, wow. Laser taking the victory. But great Koryan, to see Koryan playing again, and also do well in our debut of Tetris Effect Connected. But congratulations, LazerMonkey.
Thanks.
So let's go over your matches real quick. So first you played Jonas, which Jonas ran into some early top outs, unfortunately. So
yeah, that was unfortunate.
And
I hate to win like that.
Yeah, and we've seen him play Tetris Effect too, and it just seems like just not his day. And you'll have that in a best of 3, you know, especially.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been playing this game a lot, you know, just the rank match lobbies, and that happens a lot. Like even the top players will just randomly top out. Then
you had to go up against Koryan in a decider where you barely squeezed it out 3-2.
I thought for sure I was done when I was just down.
Yeah, I did too.
In the early 18, I made a really weird misdrop. Like I don't know what happened. My controller bugged or something. And so I had to dig like 50 lines. I don't know. I was digging for a long time, but you know.
Yeah, we're talking about that, and then how Koryan had a really big lead, and then how he kind of didn't need to play aggressively, so he's kind of stopped playing aggressively, and then you caught up. And we're like, the only thing that could happen is if Koryan topped out, and then that happened, and you caught up. So that was you never give up, right? You just
well, I mean, yeah, it's not over till it's over.
Yeah.
I've done that before, coming back from like a 200k lead. I did that in my first CTM against Richard. I was really far behind, and then I came back. So, yeah, I mean, from experience, I know that it's just you just got to keep playing and hope your opponent makes a mistake. But yeah, it was an honor to play Jonas and Koryan. Those guys are 2 of my inspirations. You know.
Nice.
Whenever I'm frustrated, and like I was playing this game, I was really frustrated one day. And then I saw Koryan streaming this game, and I just immediately wanted to play again. It just made it seem like so much fun.
Yeah, that just seems to play both Jonas and Koryan in a row. Wow.
Yeah, I've never got to play either of them before. Yeah, so
that's pretty cool.
An honor.
And to come out victorious has to feel pretty good. I'm sure you're feeling great right now.
Yeah,
it's definitely like giant slaying cred there. Nice.
Yeah,
the Giant Slayer. So congrats, and you're going to go into playing Greentea, who is probably going to be pretty good.
But in a few moments, you're going to be going against our final boss, Greentea.
Greentea was I mean, I'm not a modern player, but his play in the zone battle was crazy to watch. He was so fast.
Yeah.
So clean. So
yeah.
Well, even as a modern player, it caught me off guard. So whether you watch it or not, it was pretty cool. And I feel like he's going to be pretty accustomed here to the Tetris Effect, so you might be in a world of hurt. We'll see.
Well, I mean, just getting to play him is already a win. So
no, for sure.
Here to have fun. So,
You could go, you know, years from now, you'll be like, yeah, there's that day I played Jonas, and then I played Koryan, and then I played Greentea.
What a day! What a day!
It's like, pretty much
the 3 most inspired.
You earned your Xbox.
Those 3 guys are like, they make the game fun, you know. It's
all right, so congrats to you, Philip, and you also get your hands on an Xbox Series X, which is pretty cool. So thanks to Enhance and Xbox for that happening. And I think we might get a word from from Koryan here. Let's bring Koryan into the conversation,
yeah.
see if he's around. So Koryan, if you want, you can unmute yourself if you have any words to say. I'll pull up your webcam here. Let's see. Yeah, Koryan, if you're welcome to join us if you want. But until that, oh, there you go.
Hi.
Hey, Koryan.
Hey.
Congrats, LazerMonkey.
Thank you. Good games.
Yeah, good games.
It's an honor to play you.
Yeah, good games,
you,
Koryan.
Have you played each other over the Xbox before?
Or
over...
one time I got matched with him, but then my game crashed. So
Oh,
I finished the game. Yeah.
Sorry, Enhance, you didn't hear that.
It was fixed
It's
in
been
recent
working well
patches.
since the newest update.
Yeah,
it has
there
been.
we go.
It's been working
There we go.
better.
Saved.
This was like several weeks ago.
But good games, Koryan. You what was it, the game 2? I think game 2 was really good, where you guys went to pretty much a kill screen. So very well played, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of you playing Tetris Effect. But yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah, and so good. Everybody wants to see you play more, Koryan. So it was a real treat and a pleasure to have you back. And I would see your tweets about the USB controller, and I was really happy you're able to transfer over from NES to PC so well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, check out Koryan at twitch.tv/VST_Koryan if you want to watch him play Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
He is real fun to watch and a great player if you're trying to get into the game. And all right, so thank you, Koryan, for joining us here for a second, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you for hosting, and see you.
All right, bye, Koryan.
Thank you, Koryan. And Laser was just able to weather Jonas and Koryan. Now, how many people in the world can even say, they've done that? Well, maybe Joseph Saley.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
In the time, in the short time where we've had this sort of like legends in our sport, to be able to play these 3 matches, that's a real treat for Laser. And whether you win or lose, that's got to be just an awesome feeling, and this is going to be a day to remember. So I hope Laser really gets to soak it all in and play great Tetris. I don't think you can go wrong.